First question, what are you going looking forward to in season two? Well, so we don't know anything. We haven't seen anything. I'm just gonna preface this by saying we haven't seen anything. We don't know anything. But what are you looking forward to, Sarah?
Well, I'm looking to forward really quickly. I just need to mention Adana James.
Everyone is here. She's like,
Yeah,
please notice me.
I'm looking forward to noticing
Not.
Adana James in real life.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
being her
so looking
presence.
forward to noticing, I don't know, James in real life, giving her a cuddle.
Um, I think I'm after this year in quarantine, I'm just looking forward to like being surrounded by people that I have missed and loved so much, and good hugs and lots of
Hugs
love
and
and hanging
are
out.
you
Yeah.
excited to come to Australia?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I am very excited to come to
Yes.
Australia. Shannon's country, Shannon's home. I've never been to Australia, so I'm super stoked to be there. I mean, filming in New Zealand was so cool to be in such a different part of the world and so far away. And experience it there, experience life there. So I'm super stoked to be in Australia.
It's
And just yeah, I'm just really excited to see everybody. What about you, Shannon?
yeah. Well, just so you know, we're gonna have to like ride kangaroos to set. So that'll be I'm not joking. It's how we get around.
I saw this thing on TikTok the other day of the inside of a kangaroo's pouch and like a little
Oh, they're
tiny.
so spooky in there.
It's very cavernous. It's called a joey or a billy,
Yeah, a Joey
a
sits in
joey.
the, yeah, that's the baby kangaroo. It's a Joey
Yeah,
in their
I
little
had
pouch.
I had never. It was very small. It was very young, but some guy just
Had a
opened the
look.
pouch and
There it
had a little
is.
look.
Had a
Yeah,
little look.
yeah.
Oh, my
So,
friend Lara's here. Hey, Lara. Um, yeah, what I'm looking forward to, obviously, seeing you in person again. It's been way too long, and just seeing everyone because I was meant to be seeing Mia in December for New Year's, and then unfortunately that sticky Corona came back, and we had a
sticky,
little
sticky.
sticky Corona came back, but Eleanor's going to be back in Melbourne soon, so I can see her in person, which is nice, which will tide me over until when I can see you and everyone again. But yeah, it's been a whole year of not seeing
I
you.
know, that's so crazy. I
I
can't
love
tell
how
if
we were
this.
like, let's visit each other, like
Yeah,
after the season's over. I'll see you in New York. You can come to Melbourne, and then
here we
everything just
are.
exploded. Here we are.
Yeah, I can't tell if this year has gone by fast or slow at all.
Mm.
Um,
It feels like the slowest and fastest year.
yes, definitely. I feel like that's historic. Like here, I mean, I guess anytime can be historic, but this year certainly has felt that
Mm.
way. And I feel like history is just that. It feels this sounds. I don't mean it to sound this deep because it does not sound deep at
Mm.
all. But yeah, it feels fast and slow at the same time. Funniest episode to film.
I like this because there's really funny scenes in like all the episodes. I think the funniest episode, even though so much traumatic stuff happens, but I think the funniest episode to film as a whole, weirdly, I think six. Six was really funny.
Well, there was that whole vomiting scene, which is just
Yeah.
hilarious. Hilarious. What did we have to eat? It was
It
like
was jackfruit and miso soup
mm,
together,
yeah.
and just like stirred up in a cup, and there was this really funny moment because we were sharing the same cup of vomit to spoon into our mouths with a teaspoon, and there was this one moment where they were like, come on guys, we gotta get the we're gonna get the vomit in, you gotta get the vomit into your mouths, we're like about to go again. So I like scoop a little bit of this vomit into my mouth, and I think to myself, oh, that's not enough. Like, I can like hold more vomit in my mouth. So I go to like scoop another one into my mouth, but as I do, just weirdly, that action with the taste of it and just the thought of it being like vomit made me almost vomit for real. And I just had
Yeah.
this moment for real. And I thought maybe it was just going to be very realistic.
Yeah, I agree with you. 6 was fun to be like just so in the pits of illness and dehydration. And I mean, the Susie Glass did an incredible job on makeup, making us look just
Yes, the whole
so beat
team.
up.
Just
Yeah.
so watching that back for the first time, I didn't realize how sick and pale I looked. And then our scene in the water, I remember seeing my face and being like, ah, what's wrong with her? Oh my God.
Well, I really liked that scene. I cannot remember what episode it is, but it's when Rachel and Nora have a conversation on the rocks, and you, me, Sophia, and I don't know, we're in the background for like I
For like
think we're
2 hours
for
or something
so
like
long.
that.
Yeah, we just
And
went absolutely crazy down on the beach.
the most exciting part was, yeah, watching the show for the first time and being like, right, we're in the bag. Didn't make it in.
Mm.
All of our hard work,
I
all of
actually no,
our
I was
drama
looking for it.
games.
I think there is a little
There's a little
section
bit.
where you can see our little bodies.
Bunny, 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 bunny.
In the yeah, we
Bunny,
played
bunny, bunny,
theater games. We played theater games for like 2.5 hours.
It was just us running around being like, bunny, 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 bunny. And I remember I set up my iPhone in, I think, one of the suitcases because I thought this is really funny. I kind of want some footage of just us playing these drama games. And it's blurry. It's all blurry. I'll find it and resend it to you, but we're all blurry.
How's the audio?
Has the audio on
How's
this?
yeah? Oh no, like in the video. Can you hear us?
Oh, you can hear it. You can hear it and you can see it. It's just a little bit blurry.
There we go.
So it's just us going, bunny, 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 bunny. And then we pretended to be dinosaurs. What? Do you remember? Edna's dinosaur was the best. We all pretended to be dinosaurs for a little bit. We were just walking around going,
I've been noticing recently that I think I have selective memory. I have really good short-term memory.
Yeah.
But long-term memory is not.
Yeah.
Is not strong.
I'm the same. People will be like, remember when this very important thing happened? And I'm like, what? What do you mean? Oh, here we go. I know because Sarah and Amy talked about this. Is there a blooper reel? Yes. And they said it was coming soon. So, and I think it's funny. I hope it's funny.
Filled with bloopers.
Do you have a blooper that you noticed on set that you think might be in it?
Well, yeah, I know that one time when I was yelling for Fat and when we lost her in the woods.
Yes!
I said Leah instead.
We were doing the scene and it was so great. And there's poor Sarah just as Leah being like so cut up. She's like, we have to find her. We have to find her. Leah! So good. It was one of the funniest things.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine was... Wait, you go.
I was just going to say, like, there are definitely so many... What I'm interested in is figuring out what bloopers made the actual cut. Because I know, like, she had great improv, and some of her improv lines made the final cut, and they are so good.
My love.
So good.
I think the blooper that's gonna definitely be in it is when I'm at my dancing scene at the start of episode 3. John, our director, really made sure to make those floors slippery. They really did buff them out really well. And I was in socks and I have to slide in. And the slide went perfectly every single time. The slide was solid. But then I decided to do a kick and my whole foot just slipped out from underneath me and I've never disappeared out of a frame so fast. And I just landed like on my ass and on my back. And I remember John being like, come see it. Oh, I'm going to watch that back. Come see it. She's there. She's gone.
Did that make it in
So,
the reel?
I think so. And I just go, and she's
There
out.
is nothing funnier than somebody falling.
There is nothing funnier. And it's even funnier when you're trying not to laugh about it. Oh, I like this one. This one's just really cute.
So many.
Favorite memory. So many.
Shannon and I had been wanting to take like a nice little beach vacation. I mean, we spent like so much of our time on a beach, but we wanted to have this really nice, relaxing day away and get good food and like spend hours on a beach. And we finally had a free weekend and we went, and it was terrible weather.
It was so bad.
Raining.
It was raining and it was overcast. We made the most of it. We listened to a really good podcast on the beach. It was awesome.
What podcast do we listen to?
Oh, we listened to We Hate This Man. We listened to a podcast
we listened to
Harvey Weinstein
defense attorney
podcast.
of Harvey Weinstein. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting.
Which was super interesting. But we hate that man.
Yeah. We'll leave it at
Okay.
that. Yeah, wait, tell me, what are your memories? There's just too many to sort through right now. We live next to each other in the hotel, by the way, so.
Oh, yeah, by the way, our hotel rooms were right next door to each other, so we were literally neighbors. And so we used to just get home, get off set and be like, you want to just come out and hang out in my room? Even though we just spent the last, 12 hours together. I think my favorite one of you is when some of my favorite memories were when we would because we had to get tanned, and then we'd have to sit in our spray tan for 4 hours before we washed it off. So we would just sneak over to each other's rooms just in our robes, and we would just make passion fruit icing and fairy bread, and then we were trying to teach each other how to twerk for a little bit, which was really funny.
Yeah.
To songs that are just untwerkable too.
And I cannot do a TikTok dance to save my life.
Oh no, same.
Wait, but what was the one I was trying to do? Is it from it's from a video game, right? It's the jump.
Someone just said there's a spider on my curtain, and I don't know if they're pulling a prank on me. It's all right. It'll probably be really small. Maybe he's just hanging out, Unless they're lying to me. I don't even know.
I have a bunch of bugs in this piece of art behind me. There's
my favorite thing was Erna's dance that we all just started doing.
Oh.
And when if she's still here, I'm sorry for bringing that back up.
Fortnite dance. It's a Fortnite dance. I cannot do a Fortnite dance.
Neither.
It's terrible.
I like this one. What was your most difficult scene to film? Either difficult in it was hard, or maybe just a scene that took a lot out of you that you didn't realize until you were there on the day.
What's yours?
Mine would probably definitely be Dot's dad passing. I was just so scared to do that scene because I wanted to do it justice, and I have sometimes get very intense imposter syndrome. So I was if I can't do this, then it's just going to prove to me that this is just a pipe dream, and I can't actually act. And I remember doing it. We did 3 wides, and John was save yourself for your close-up. We're doing your close-up at the end. Save yourself for your close-up. But I would just look at Greg and immediately start bawling because he would just bring it out of me. We did 3 wides, 3 close-ups on Greg, and then finally it came time for my close-up. And it was just it was one of those things where your brain kind of switches off, and then all of a sudden it's the end of the scene. And yeah, John came out and he was like, we got it, 1 take. Anything else you want to do? I was like, oh, are you absolutely sure that we got that? That sounds impossible to me. And he was like, yeah, 1 take. I think that's it. And then I went outside and cried for 10 minutes. So
Good cry.
It was good. They were hand stuff now. We need some hand shots. And I was like, just give me them. Just give me 1 minute. I just need to go outside and cry. And there's Esther like, anybody got a tissue? Can anybody help this girl out? We need help.
Well, it was fantastic. That scene always makes me cry.
No
matter how many times I watch it.
No matter how many times.
The hardest scene to film was episode 4 when Fatten smears blood on my face. And do you remember that day when it was super windy?
And the sand being
awful.
picked up in the wind?
Yeah, the sand would get picked up in the wind, and I had this fake blood on my face, and it would stick to the fake blood, and it would get in my eyes, and I had to, like, keep my eyes open because it's... Yeah, you, like, couldn't... I don't think you could see the sand on the screen.
You could see it, like, moving across the ground, but it was also in our face. You couldn't see it in the air, but we felt it. Yeah, and I just... God.
Go ahead. We just had to do that scene so many times, and it was time and time again we had to, like, take the sand and the blood off my face.
Reset.
And I remember looking at Susie, our makeup designer, and I was like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
No, Mom. No more on and off.
Yeah, thank God for her.
Do you have that beautiful photo with Susie as well on that day?
Yeah.
You guys got that beautiful photo together, and that's actually one of my favorite photos that I took from set is of you and Sophia. And you're with your coffee, and she's like... Yeah, that was amazing. I can't even... And then you had to do your whole, like, walking into the water shots with all that sand just flying into your eyes. And I remember us following after you and being like, how do my... Oh my God, I can't see.
It was intense.
And then all the eye drops and stuff, and then wiping your eyes with a tissue, and then all the sand
with the
on
eye
the tissue. Oh God, it was a good day. It was a good day.
Yeah, great memory.
We really were out there, just like doing these, just like filming in these elements.